Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld. It's a rainy day out there looking outside. I made some more bricks, I fixed the flowers, even though there's a good chance the Endermen are gonna ruin it, take away my flowers again anyway. Also added more chests up there. And that's about it. We are still here, 1.7.10. As long as I did my math, I respent an extra week in here. I'll be honest, I might have not looked at the version list for a little while. Oops. But from what I remember, we had 6 streams dedicated. So 5, sorry. I've Howdy Ian, I am indeed back. Howdy to all of y'all. You missed kind of a lot. I've been working on Nerve headquarters. And now the main control area is nearly done. We'll have to wait around for sea lanterns the week after next, since there's a good chance I'm not going to pick it up on the first day. But we'll get there when we do. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, now we're going to coat the entire brick pyramid with brick stairs, because I'm tired of needing to jump up the whole thing. Yeah, for now, his Polyworld series is not private. But I think his episodes, the pre-recorded episodes, the world tours before they went live, I think those are still private. No, that's not true. I think they're unlisted. Yeah, we have some torches we're gonna pick up. Does anyone know if mobs can spawn on stairs? I don't know. I'm just now realizing I don't know if I'm gonna have enough stairs for this. Well, hey, it's a nice bright sunny day. But we're gonna try it anyway. And I'm very glad I decided to stick to brick stairs and not go with obsidian. Oh boy. I wonder if it would make more sense to go top down. Nah, too late, I've already started here. Which version is this? We're still at 1.7.10. These are not half blocks. Stairs are kinda interesting in terms of they have a flat point right here. Half of the top face is supposed to be a valid spawning point, but I do not know if it technically counts as a valid spawning point. So I don't know if mobs can spawn on stairs or not. But it would be nice if they cannot spawn on stairs, because then that means the entire pyramid is about to become a no spawning zone. Hooray! That's what I want because of all the creepers that have dropped in from the sky down the little elevator shaft. Oh, looks like I'll be starting top down. I wonder if it's faster to start top down than down to up. What if I did entire rings? Oh boy. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. But once we finish this row, we're going to catch some Z's. The Zella Moon has risen. They cannot spawn on upward facing stairs. Hooray! Howdy, welcome back, Potato. That's nice. I know upside down stairs would make sense because that's the whole bottom face is flat. So if I do huzzah, this would count as valid because it's a half block, or it's a flat block. Wait, Jazz invisible on stream? Oh, is it doing this again? Hold up. I did this last time and I don't know why. So I do that. Hello, Mr. Monkey. There we go. I wonder if this is the same problem Method had, and instead of trying to fix it, he gave up. Because I remember several times later in his Polyworld series, he talked about the chat not appearing. I wonder if this was all I had to do. Just change the URL to something invalid. and then change it back. Then again, I don't know if I thought of that however long ago that was. Good news is the higher up we go, the less stairs are required every time I go around. I could cover it in torches, but I really didn't want to cover it in torches. As much as I like placing torches around everywhere, this is one of the builds where I did not want to do that. I'll take my chances with all these regular stairs. Light up like a beacon. I already have the surrounding area with torches though. It would not be the same. Alright, let's see. Is this whole side done? Let me just tackle this. Go all the way across. Figure out the corner. And then once this front face is done, I'll start from the top and work my way down. The YouTube progress bar has been a gradient for a few weeks now. I like the flat look, but oh well, I don't have much to complain about for the gradient. It was throwing me off the first time because I thought it was displaying weird. And so I didn't know if it was something with my monitor or something with YouTube. But now I know that is intended. You don't have it yet? I wonder if it's rolling out based on account age. Yeah, I saw it a while ago. And I think, do I want to go one more time? Yeah, we'll just start at the top, work down. In fact, before I forget, we're going to tackle the very, very top. The world generation does not scream InfDev because that's all 2D noise. It looks like InDev to me, except on a large scale. So what am I going to do with the very top? Nothing. Back here, hold on, I might put a slab up here. That would make the most amount of sense. But we shall see. Because for now, it kind of just boops when it should be ever so slightly higher. We don't have brick walls. Or do we? Do brick walls get added in the future? I don't remember. I feel like that would be a 1.14 or 1.16 thing to add brick walls, but I don't remember. Swap the description with the chat. On desktop? I don't think I remember this. I would need to see the before and after. Now, there's probably regular brick walls by now. But I don't know how many wall types are currently here in 1.7. I feel like it's still just the regular cobblestone and mossy cobblestone that we got in 1.4. It wouldn't be until later that they added a bunch of wall variants. Brick walls are added in 1.14. I had a feeling that would be the case. I see there was going to be a hole there. I jumped anyway. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's my skylight. We're going to keep this open for now, because that's the elevator shaft down there. And it is very nice keeping that open. You're going to cast the pyramid? Not in obsidian, that's for sure. The amount of source lava required for that sounds like a massive pain that I don't want to deal with. And I'm not going to make it out of cobblestone. Don't need source lava. I don't know what you're talking about. I need obsidian. Does obsidian not come from source lava exclusive? What is this newfangled Minecraft technology? Back in my day, you required source lava to get obsidian. Lava pouring on water makes obsidian? What are you talking about? Lava pouring on source water makes stone. Does Minecraft not work how it's supposed to? I say how it's supposed to, though. That's how it was. Nope. Much farther? Oh, we're almost done. We almost made it here, and I'm nearly out of brick already. Water pouring on lava makes cobblestone. Lava pouring on water makes obsidian. I don't know what you're talking about, because this is absolutely news to me. Because it either made, or it always made stone from what I remember. You're gonna have to test this, since I'm not testing it myself. Not yet, at least. I know making portals nowadays are easier because the ruin portals are good starting points, and they even give you some lava in the event that you don't have a diamond pickaxe. As long as you have a bucket, you can move the lava around once you replace any, any of the crying obsidian. Yeah, I know ruin portals were 1.16. Unless I was not directed towards me. Oop. Oh, this is the last row. That's not true, because once I finish the row I'm standing on, then that means I'll need to do the edge if I want to take advantage of the most amount of space. And this is my last stack of brick. I've cleaned up my entire inventory of brick stairs. We've done about a tenth of the front side in terms of surface area. And we've completed most of this top part. That's about it. Alright, let me grab all of this, -1, since I need to pick up the thingy again. At least I won't have to be back up here once I get these last 2 rows done. I'm jumping to make sure I don't accidentally walk off the block, even though that's probably not necessary as long as I time it correctly. But because I'm going sideways, oops. Oop. Wait, hold on. You can place... Oh, hold on. Let's not waste silk touch durability. Can you really place stairs within yourself? How did I do that? I have no idea. I don't know how I did that. I was standing within that corner stair block, right? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know how I did that. Not important. Alright, so we get to go down here after we catch some Z's. So I'll do the edge, and then we'll start again. Start again from this row, because it's much easier working top down as opposed to trying to go from the bottom to the top. Am I monolith? Oh, I think that is. You could barely see the outline, depending on how much YouTube compresses the videos. You can barely see the outline, the white against the yellow. Alright, well, back to work. Oops. Lava pouring on water makes stone. Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was remembering. It used to not be that way back in beta, then it was around 1.0 or the beta 1.9 pre-releases that was added. So if you visit the Farlands in beta 1.7, you can find lava that casually flowed through water. I'm pretty sure turning it into stone was a fix for that, because it looked weird. It's not odd, it's consistent. Mojang's not gonna let you have obsidian that easy. Turns to face obsidian in blacksmith chests. Mandela, this is only something that you seem to remember. This is probably false memory? I don't know if there's a technical term for that. Okay, so yeah, 1.0, that's what I was thinking. How many rows do I have? We're on 108, and I need to go all the way down. There's 10, 20, almost 30 blocks by the time I hit the base. Oh boy. I hear you, Zomble. You know what that means? There's a cave nearby. Alright, well, either way, away we go. Round and around. Hope y'all like brick. Should have said that last week, because we've been staring at so much brick. More brick than I've ever seen in a single Minecraft world that I've played in regular survival. So I'm sure adventure maps or creative worlds I've seen a lot of brick. But this right here is the most amount of brick I've manually mined and placed down. I do still have source lava, but you can see just how many blocks of stairs I'm utilizing on here. The amount of source lava required to cover this. If to have 616 and 617, way back when Notch was still testing fluids. That one I can understand. It's one of those small details that's probably Nah, I won't say it's not undocumented. It could be on the wiki. And I just didn't remember that. With all the InfDev versions, I don't remember all the details between each of them. I have a whole week to figure that out. I'll need to check if there are any other invalid blocks that I need to get rid of. Oh yeah, I have the water. I'm planning on taking that water to the Nether. I don't know what I'll do. I guess if I really wanted, what I could do is make a giant... Oops. Did I place that inside myself as well? Hold up. I don't know, that could have just been after. Nope, it is totally possible to place stairs within yourself. Okay, I'm not going crazy. This is absolute confirmation. Interesting. Oh wait, hold on, I think I might know why. Because it's not testing for this little half block. The collision only goes to the face of the stair I'm looking at. It does not properly test for this little corner. I understand now. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Gets fixed at some point? Probably. I'm sure it does. But for it being here in 1.7, I wonder how far back the bug has been around. But yeah, I'll need to go through all my chests and see if there's any more invalid block states that are going to be removed in 1.8. The source liquids, because I have both lava and water, I'll need to do something with those. I already used up the repeaters, the doors, the comparators if I ever had those. What else? I can't think of anything else. That's why I need to go through them and look. Most of them got removed in 1.7 anyway. Oh. Was fire one of those? The lit furnace sticks around to 1.9. I wonder how many of those I still have. I'd have to check based on ID. I barely remember the 1.3 episode. I remember getting mad at the log placement because the log placement utilizing the same, not formula, the same method for how pistons are placed, which is based on player camera rotation. That was very annoying, as opposed to how it works more intuitively. You rotate logs based on which face you place them against. I like that much better, and I do wish pistons had that as well, but I don't think they do. I think it's still based on camera rotation. Howdy, welcome back, Farlands Explorer. I did get the lock chests. In fact, I had 2 stacks of lock chests from my test build 3 chests. I had those lock chests all the way until they turned into white glass stained panes. White stained glass panes, there we go. So now if I already cleaned them out of that chest, but I did have lock chests for a while. I never did anything with them. What happened to episode 300? I had episode 300 yesterday. Yeah, in regards to the lit furnace, I would need to place them and let them sit somewhere. Use them as free light or something. I don't know what I'd do with them. Put them somewhere where I'm unlikely to touch them. There we go. That way, if they don't update, they'll be fine. This is all the brick we have left. Oh boy. It's only going to get harder from here, as every time I go down, it's an additional 4 stair blocks, I think. Pistons are still based on camera. Why? Probably because it's a legacy system. Yep. Yeah, okay, so there's still a little more after this. I'm getting hungry. We're gonna wait around because I'm not going to be sprinting yet. We're gonna take advantage of as much hunger as possible until we only have 2 armor points left. And then we're gonna go home, craft a bunch more stairs, and then come back here. On the brighter side, at least now I know I won't have a bunch of stairs after this, or a bunch of bricks. The amount of bricks I've spent to only get a 2/3 return is a little saddening. But hey, that's how stair crafting works. You take 6 blocks to get 4 in return. I wonder why Notch did that. I wonder if Notch did that because 64 is not divisible by 6. I could see that being a Notch thing, and so he didn't want to deal with the potential of an overstacked stack of stairs whenever you crafted them. No, that's not entirely true, because when you craft slabs, you get 3. And 63 is divisible by 3, but not 64, which means he already had a solution to that problem. I guess another why not why moment. But whenever we get to 1.14, if I feel like utilizing not the block carver, that's not what it's called. The saw blade. Was it? Hold on, stone cutter, there we go. I don't know why that was so hard to remember. Probably because I associate stone cutter with the or the pocket edition full block. I was going somewhere else with that. Well, this is our last stack, so yeah, we'll finish this up, catch some Z's, feast on cooked bacon, and then head home. Dare I question how frequently you have unintentionally put metal objects within a microwave? Huzzah! The Zella moon rises. I thought the Internet Archive was... Nope, that's not true. Way back. Came back within read-only, right? And still that's the only service currently available. I've not kept up since... What's today? Friday? Maybe Wednesday I last looked and see what services are available. It's a slow process bringing systems back online. Excuse me, Trey, thank you. Did I see a slime fall off of that? No, I shouldn't have. Because slimes only spawn up to level 40. Hiya! Hey, they're making it writable again. That's nice. So does that mean the regular archive.org side of it is still out? I feel like I was trying to access something from that yesterday, and I saw that one still offline. Having the Internet Archive have a mass failure of that scale would be catastrophic to history itself. The reason why it's taken so long to get services up and running again is to hopefully prevent future DDoS attacks. Of course, that's not going to stop people from trying. Always shut your doors. I don't want a creeper running in here. Creepers don't run, they kind of hobble in. Oh yeah, this chest is empty, right? Yep, that one's empty, that one's empty. Here's where I'm currently pulling from now. Hopefully, I won't need too many more stairs after this. If I end up with a surplus of stairs, then that's fine with me, because I still have more carving out to do. That means we're going to be acquiring even more bricks after this. Was your old email one you had on a Internet Archive account? To this day, I have not yet made one. Kind of glad I didn't. But yeah, I've never had an account on there. One day I might upload content, but I don't know. I've thought about moving all of the Zellernator stuff over to there. I never did so. Currently, all of my publicly available YouTube content is still hosted on Google Drive. Well, it was up, and then down, then up again, and then down. So now we wait around to see what happens next. So many bricks. Is this what it's like to be a modern player when you work on one of your 10,000 mega builds? That is satire, but I still think about that. I would not be surprised if there are modern day players like this, pulling from chests and chests and chests of stuff. And I need 2 more stacks. An Internet Archive archives requires at least twice the amount of space. And you gotta think about just how much digital storage space does the Internet Archive have access to? I don't know. I don't know if they've ever given their stats. But with all the different snapshots of just, let's say, just the internet web pages themselves, that's a massive amount of content when you gotta include all of the media on there and whatever else they've got going on. And then you have the regular archive.org side of things where you can upload the regular collections and whatnot. We're talking about massive amounts of data, and so having an entire duplicate copy just to have an archive of the archive. I don't want to think about how much digital storage space that would be required. Little past noon, we'll make there in good time. I'm not familiar with the Library of Alexandria. Oh, the pyramid's looking much nicer. It's looking much nicer having stairs there instead of full blocks. This was a great investment. Plus I get all that brick storage space back. Since there's a good chance I'll be mining many more bricks. Did I place that wrong? Oh no, hold on. I know I started going counterclockwise and now we're doing this one clockwise. I want to finish this row, then we'll go back to doing things counterclockwise. To this day, still have not watched Gravity Falls. However, I have seen images of Bill Cipher, so I do know who you're referring to. There's a word for the pyramid on the dollar bill, and I can't remember what it was called. This is something I learned back in elementary school. You know, back when you were learning about the different coins. Why they never taught about the $2 bill, I don't know. At least I don't remember them teaching about it, other than it's super rare and all that stuff. Even though I have a collection of them now. I feel like I've heard about the seed, the big seed vault archive. I feel like I've heard of that before. I don't know enough about it. Eye of Providence. That would make sense. Oops. If someone would be nice, I'd like to answer to. When do we get to utilize pick block to pull items from our inventory into our hotbar? I'm starting to miss that feature right now. Oops. That's 1.9. 1.9? Hooray, I'm so close. I wonder why they added in 1.9. Feels like a slightly odd version to bring that in. Oh well. Well then again, why did they bring hunger in 1.11? The hunger change, I should say. Not Hunger. Hunger was beta 1.8. Oop. No block left behind. Because if I miss a spot, I might not catch it. Entirety of Wikipedia is 90 gigabytes? Nah, you cannot tell me it's smaller than a modern day video game. The amount of media on Wikipedia, I'm sure, is more than 90 gigabytes as is. Wikipedia wouldn't be asking for so much money if it was only 90 gigabytes. Oh, sun's going down already. I'll have to see it with my own eyes, because that's very small. I think to myself, that's smaller than my full Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld after traveling 12.5 million blocks. But thankfully, I've said before, every time I back up the world, it's only about 2 gigabytes that compresses down to 1 or so. So making a bunch of 1 gigabyte backups is a lot better than making a bunch of 90 gigabyte backups. Well, once it's compressed, I think it was around, 60. By the way, making 60 gigabyte backups is not fun. I'm not Google. I don't have that type of storage space. If Wikipedia is only 90 gigabytes, why would they be asking for donations every 6 months or so? I don't know if that's the case. It might only be once a year, not twice. But I remember frequently seeing the messages. I wonder if it compresses data. If it's mostly text, I wonder if they have a smart compression algorithm for text. That would require clustering. It's probably not the technical term, but you would probably know what I mean. Not just pulling data from every individual page. You'd be pulling data across the entire site. Well, it wouldn't just be the entire site, the entire database. That way, every time you find the word the, you could save that as a single character. So on and so forth. $91 gigabytes for English, 36 for German and French. That's so small. That's so small to me when we're seeing 150, 175, 200 gigabyte games being released these days. If that's all uncompressed, that is far smaller than I would have expected it to be. I wonder if they're able to offload a lot of the space in terms of formatting and then have that all be saved on its own, so that way all the pages are mostly plain text. Then that means everything about formatting is saved independently in one area. I would watch a video about the technical side of Wikipedia. That's not true. I'm sure it'd be long. I would listen to in the background a page about the technical side of Wikipedia. I always expected there to be more content on there than I thought. That's some zombie flesh. Sorry, buddy. Don't have the inventory space to pick that up. Howdy, Mazov, welcome back. They even support downloading Wikipedia. If it's this small, then yeah, I could see that. The last good website? What are you talking about? Are you saying Minecraft.net isn't good? I will say, I do like Minecraft.net from 2010, 2011 more. Even 2012 was good. They changed it up in 2013, around 1.6, if I'm remembering correctly. And that's mainly because they dropped the applet support. You can no longer play Minecraft in the browser. Oops. Let's swap that out. Hold on to our pickaxe durability. I was playing Half-Life Alyx recently, and one of the lines was from Russell talking about downloading the entirety of the internet. Well, most of it. I wonder if that was more so he downloaded the entirety of Wikipedia. That seems reasonable, as opposed to downloading the internet in whenever Half-Life Alyx takes place. 5 years before Half-Life 2 and its episodes. That's about all I know. It kind of messed up the expected timeline, I thought. Heard this from YouTube. Interesting. 30 terabytes in 01. Oi! I don't want to imagine now. I'm sure there's ways, like really smart people who have access to a lot of different data sources can make decent estimates for the total size of the internet nowadays. But we'll never really know. The original thought was that Half-Life 1 took place around 2003, I believe, based on was it journal entries? I think. Journal entries from Adrian Shepard. I can't remember where those are from, but then since that was all Gearbox stuff, that was never official from what I thought we heard. So now we found out that Alyx was taking place earlier than that in the timeline. That threw off whatever we thought, however long ago. It's already been 4 years, 4.5 years. It also means I've had my index for 4.5 years. I would say it's getting old, but it still plays fine. After I solved a recent DisplayPort issue, which I didn't realize was a simple fix. I was thinking I was going to have to buy a whole new cable, which is $150. I did not want to do that. There's a difference between internet traffic and internet size. Because traffic is how much data is being served, as opposed to how much data is saved permanently. Or semi-permanently. As permanent as the internet itself, I should say. That's not true. As permanent as the hardware it is hosted on. There we go. That's probably the best definition. How permanent is the internet? As permanent as the internet, or as permanent as the hardware it is hosted on. Plus whatever ends up happening to said hardware. I should say minus, since you're subtracting time. We're only about halfway down, but based on the expanding size every time we do drop a layer, that means we are not halfway to being finished. Oh well. This is so much faster though. I do not remember the zip bombs. I don't hear, or I have not heard about those all too much in terms of when they were problematic. I hear you, Zomble. It's probably a cave nearby. Probably a cave in the pyramid. Imagine how much the whole world would weigh. There's probably a decent estimates for how much the Earth weighs based on the materials it's comprised of, how much mass, the size in terms of circumference. Not even circumference, I'm forgetting the 3D word for how to measure a sphere. You probably only need to know the mass. If you know the mass, then size is not the same because mass affects weight. Size does not affect weight. A rock and a crumpled piece of paper of equal sizes do not weigh the same because their mass is different. Earth weighs one Earth. That's a great way to put it. Problematic now means politically charged, not of a problem. I'm gonna say problematic anyway. It is a problem. That is problematic. I'm gonna be sticking to my English for years to come, I'm expecting. I wonder how much digital information, since you said Earth weighs 1 megabyte at least, I wonder how much digital information it would require to recreate Earth. Of course, that all depends on how do you represent the digital information of Earth. What part of Earth do you figure out to get its weight, or to figure out the, I guess it would be weight in this scenario. I'll grab that, thank you. Hold on, let's face the Zella Moon, since most of the time I like sleeping towards the Zella Moon, except that Zella Moon is not yet risen. The electrons have mass, and that means the internet does have mass. Here's the question though, how much does the mass affect the medium it is stored on? So say hard drives, for example. How much does the hard drive weigh in addition to the electrons of the data stored on it? None, because the electrons already exist on the hard drive. I might need to look back at how exactly hard drives, or how the data is moved around. Because I never thought about where the electrons come from, where they're going. How do you have 1 gram of DNA? How do you just have DNA? Put the internet on some random guy? I don't know how feasible that is to allow some random guy to keep on living. It is possible to isolate DNA. Interesting. I guess I never thought about it that much. Every time I hear DNA, I think of Mr. DNA, way back from Jurassic Park. I'm still trying to get through Chaos Theory Season 2. So far, I've only seen the first episode. 50 minutes! I've spent 50 minutes of doing nothing but placing down brick stairs and talking about the weight of the internet. Oh well. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Oops. I'm confident we're gonna run out of brick stairs though. With only 3 stacks, we still have a lot to go. I think I said though and to go twice. We're almost there. We have a few more layers. Except the perimeter of this pyramid is gonna be very lengthy by now. Oops. I have no, the only poor quality flute song I can remember hearing is a cover of My Heart Will Go On, as made famous by Titanic. You know, I think the song was made for Titanic, which means all a package deal. Alright, there we go. And you know what time it is? Time to get more brick stairs. Oh wait, hold on. I can sprint up the pyramid now. This is so nice. Hooray, I don't have to bother jumping anymore. How's the pyramid looking? It's looking much more fine in terms of smoothing out the edges. The texture itself also blends. Oops, texture itself also blends better, at least on this monitor. Because down here it seems kind of noisy, whereas up here it's more smoothed out. That's not a mip mapping thing, or is it? Do I have mip maps on? That's a 1.7 feature, right? Oh, I do have it on. Oop. Just adding mip mapping to the pyramid? I'm not adding mip mapping to the pyramid. I'm adding anti-aliasing because I'm subdividing the sharp angles and making them less sharp. Yeah, I know what type of song you're talking about, but still the only style of that I've heard is was for My Heart Will Go On. Are most elements more dense as solids than liquids, which means most elements will not float within the liquid versions of themselves? Interesting. I did not know that. Alright, how are we doing on brick? That one's empty. Oh, we're getting there. Little by little. I might start out with only 2 crafts instead of filling up my inventory to the maximum. Oop, so there's one. And then here's 2. Chances are I'm going to need more brick, but I might be able to estimate, if I did some math, I might be able to estimate how many more bricks I need. And boop. Oh, I guess it doesn't take up. Oh, yeah, I'll still need some in here. Zelinator keep open love. I don't have a keyboard drag feature. We were talking about this yesterday, I believe, in terms of how I don't use the default keyboard. And so when I got rid of the default keyboard, I got rid of that feature. But that's fine, I never used it even originally. Oh wait, I'm hungry. Nom 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 nom. I know you weren't here yesterday, which is why I was telling you. How we doing, chicken? You're slowly getting there. Once this chest gets full of eggs, then that means it's time to reset the system again. I don't know why they shuffled around the available custom world stuff and the buffet types and all that. That's a question for Mojang, not me. Once 1.13 got rid of the customized world settings, I never really went back to them. Went back to checking them out, or the buffet types, or what else do we have? Single biome? Or is that a buffet type? I forget what the buffet world type was, because I can't remember. Yeah, most of the time I only stuck to default. I do wonder, though, how popular large biome worlds are. I feel like large biome worlds work good for challenges. Shaders in 1.9, they weren't compatible, because 1.18 changed around the whole system. 1.18 changed world generation on a technical level. Buffet was all the blocks in one world. There's the debug world type. That was a showcase of every single block and block state, I believe. Oops. Stairs, don't do this. It's already turning nighttime again. I know there's a hole coming up. Oh, there it is. Peekaboo, I see you. Bunny hop. Why isn't Minecraft on Steam? Because you download Minecraft on the computer through Minecraft.net. That's about it. Or they want to promote Bedrock, right? Which means you get Minecraft Windows 10 through the official Windows Store. There you go. Or if you get the new launcher, not the Java-based launcher, if you get the new Windows launcher that has available the Java, Bedrock, Legends, and Dungeons all together in one. Unfortunately, that's only in the new launcher. I say new even though it's been around 3 or 4 years. But even though it's been around for however long. No, it couldn't have been because Dungeons had its dedicated launcher originally, which means it has been closer to 4 or 5 years. Minecraft Dungeons launched originally with its own launcher, and then they brought it over to the normal launcher included with Java and Bedrock. But that was only after they got the Windows-based, only after the Windows-based launcher going. Which means you still cannot launch every app, every Minecraft spin-off through one launcher on Mac and Linux. Who plays Legends anymore? McLee. Big advocate for Legends. I see him talk about it frequently. He had a big old modding community for Legends going on. And then Mojang said, I don't want to play with you anymore. And so, kinda left to die. But yeah, I've been thinking about going back to Dungeons. I don't know if I still have it installed. But I've been thinking about going back to Dungeons after rewatching the previous Minecon Live, Minecraft Lives. I've been thinking about going back and replaying Dungeons because I never finished it. I have all the DLC, but I only ever completed 1 or 2 of them. So I still have more to play on Dungeons, but oh well. We'll see. Minecraft movie is based on Legends lore. I wouldn't be surprised that they'd be pushing Legends, the story of Legends. Dungeons held my attention for a lot longer than Legends did. Once I beat the main story for Legends, that was kind of it for me. For Dungeons, I still had replay value in terms of trying to collect stuff. It was replaying missions and also tackling the DLC. One day I might get back to Legends, but if there's nothing new, then that's very unlikely. I think Dungeons was more thought out in terms of gameplay. Oops. I think the story for Minecraft Story Mode... I'll rephrase my sentence. I think Minecraft Story Mode would have been better, or I should say would have been more well received, if the story was able to keep people thoroughly invested. I feel like that's the main reason why Story Mode did not do as well as it could have. Because if Story Mode released with an amazing Minecraft story, I think it would have been remembered better. The game itself was fine, but I think the story would have been, if it was more interesting, intriguing, captivating, all the things good story should be. I won't claim the movie is clearly based on Legends because I'm sure there are similarities. There are continuity similarities. But I feel like that's not the case because we still have... We would need, within the movie itself, I don't think we've seen yet, clear references of past Legends events happening. Because here's the problem with that statement right now, is that at the end of Legends, you clean out the piglins of the overworld. Sometime between Legends and whenever the main Minecraft game takes place, that's when the monsters of the overworld start turning angry and turn against the people and its inhabitants and all that. That is not showcased in Legends. That has not happened yet. If we already drove out the piglins and all that... Where was I going with that thought? It left! The ender chest distracted me. I had a point, but it took too long to get there. Oh, it was, why would the piglins be coming back when in Minecraft the piglins never came back? That's what I was trying to get to. So piglins in the overworld would be before the monsters of the overworld turn evil. But I'm pretty sure that's an unfriendly creeper in the trailer. before what's his name turns around. Garrett the Garbage Man turns around and says, "Creeper, aw man," since they've got to do that. If they don't do it, I will be disappointed. Yeah, that was the point I was trying to get to. Let's not waste our Silk Touch. I say that every time. I'm gonna keep saying it every time. I've thought about replaying story mode. I never did get around to it. Oops! Land ho! At last. We're getting close to the end here. I will need more bricks though. But yeah, I personally did enjoy story mode, but I don't think the story itself was captivating to warrant replays. I started a second playthrough. I never did get to it. I know there are different endings and all that, but since the achievements are unrelated to the endings and the events and whatnot, there's not enough of a reason to go back. Oops. Yeah, hold on, let me fix this before I forget. Six, 7. Of course, I have the 2 extra. Well, back we go. We'll do another, I guess, 3 crafts. 3 crafts worth of, almost said stone brick stairs. Regular brick stairs. You watch story mode, you didn't play story mode? It's not the same. That's not entirely true, because all the important events are the same. It's not branching paths, it's more so alternate versions based on player choice. All the big events still happen from what I remember. Howdy Tipper, welcome back. An hour and 7 minutes in today, and all I've done is place down brick stairs and craft brick stairs. It's on Netflix? Oh, that's not the same. That's not the same. I thought when you said you watched it, you watched like a playthrough of it. Is it still on Netflix? I feel like it was taken off at some point. I started it on Netflix. I didn't get very far. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes. They cut out a lot of content. A lot of content and also choices. I know Netflix has gaming. I haven't looked into it, but I did hear of that. Watched in 2020. Alright, let's try to put away this arrow since it's taking up an inventory slot it's not supposed to. No, I will not eat yet. Resist the urge to eat. Optimize your hunger. Turns out, I don't have much of a choice in terms of how much longer I can go for bricks. This is already my last double chest. It was removed in December 22. Has it really been that long since I last checked? Almost 2 years? Of course, I would have checked it out before then, which means it would have been over 2 years. And whoop, there's craft number 1. I wouldn't be surprised if I end up filling more of these chests once I start working on the next areas of Nerve. This is just from the main control room. There's still more digging to do. I'm still 1.7.10. I didn't want to put 1.7.10 5 or 6 times in a row, so it is politely excluded from the episode title. There's craft 2. I do not know who Big D Randy is. Let's sort that. You know me and how much I like my stuff being organized. Howdy, Jonas. Welcome back. You have not yet missed much. We've been talking about the weight of the internet, and Minecraft Story Mode, other spin-offs, and of course brick stairs. And not wasting silk touch durability. Alright, away we go. Surprised I'm not doing 1.8. I wanted an extra week in 1.7.10. This will get me up to my 200 episodes for this part. But yeah, we kind of started the week early because I want to stay one episode ahead for now in the event that I miss a day. If I'm doing a stream today, then that means, hooray, I got 6 in this week. But yeah, in the event that I only get to do 4 streams next week, then that means I'll end off on time. Hooray! I don't remember if I'm doing an extra week in 1.8.9. I might have taken that out, but I'll need to check. We'll find out when we get there. I still have a bunch of 1.8 pre-releases to get through. Every other 1.8 version had pre-releases. 1.8 had pre-releases, 1.8.2 might have had pre-releases, 0.3 had pre-releases, 0.6 might have had pre-releases. I can't remember. Several of the 1.8s had pre-releases, kind of like how 1.7 had 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.7 all had pre-releases. Do we count the pre-release in modern versions? I count pre-releases as separate episodes. Bedrock latest is more stable? For as much as you talked about wanting to go back and play in 1.17 because of how much you hated Render Dragon, you didn't stick in 1.17 very long. Oop. I'm looking forward to Andesite because I could use that gray. I'm thinking of using it inside the control room in here. The internal server is worse. Oh well. You should go back and play Bedrock, or pre-Bedrock. Just go back and play Pocket Edition 1.1.5. There you go, you get all the features of 1.12. And it's a complete game since the end was just added. There's actually Minecraft for the 3DS. Nah, Minecraft for the 3DS was last for 1.1.5, unless you're referring to gameplay performance. Because the performance, internal server performance on 3DS was not fun. I did watch videos of it running on actual hardware, and I've already forgotten what the difference was. Pros and cons between emulation versus hardware. Up! Hooray, we're almost done here. I'm probably gonna focus on this side, and then I'll start with the front again. This one, it'll be easier if I start bottom up, though. Excuse me, trees. I don't feel like clearing you out so you get to live. Apple PC Edition? What are you talking about? This is news to me. How does Apple PC Edition? Because Apple inherently is not PC. Personal computer means Windows, and not personal computer for Microsoft reasons. Oh, there's a cave there. Yeah, Apple TV, that one I've heard of. I have not used it since I don't think it's available anymore. We got our Apple TV a little too late, probably. You know, I don't know when I picked up my Apple TV. Because I have an Apple TV, but I never used it for gaming. I use it to enjoy 1080p streaming since we don't have a 4K TV yet. If someone would like to donate a 4K TV, I'd be very grateful. I'm one of those people who still hasn't upgraded, despite owning a small collection of 4K movies already, in addition to the 4K supported Apple TV that we own. I don't know who uses Apple TV for gaming, but Minecraft was on a quest to be on every single platform, and they got pretty close. If it was on the new 3DS, Kindle, not the Kindle, the Fire TV, and Apple TV, Raspberry Pi. You played it back when it was new. Interesting. Send me the build you mentioned. Alright, yeah, I can do that. Remind me in about 45 minutes. I cannot guarantee I'll remember. Oh wait, hold on, here. I take notes all the time. I'll just whip out Notepad. Boop. There we go. Alright, back to work. Nom, 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 nom. Alright, so I think we're done on the left side, which means now we could start focusing over here. Let's see, can we make it all the way to the edge? Yes, we can. The 0.8 world. Do you ever play on 0.8? 0.8 was a pretty good version. Oop. Double loop. Terrain, you're in my way. I'm just trying to casually place down stairs here. Oh, the other phone, I see. I don't know if it's possible to install two versions of the same app on Android without working some magic. But I know they're possible to be installed independently. People worked on getting getting Minecraft on Windows 98, right? How far did they get? Why do I feel like there are sound problems because the audio library did not work? There's a totally different sound system. Of course, this was all old stuff. I'm not surprised Classic is on Windows 98. People have ported Minecraft Classic to more devices. I want to say there was work to getting it on to either the Nintendo 64 or the PlayStation 1. Or both. Both is also a potential likelihood. I wonder if any of the other sides are going to be easier or more challenging than this. Because over there with all the trees and stuff, that proved this to be a little challenging. Alright, I guess we'll go back to working top to bottom. That'll help clean out all this. Oops. Stop doing that, please. Thank you. Out of stairs. I would not be surprised if Minecraft for the NES is in the works, or was. I don't know how many of the projects are still in active development. 1.7.3 to the Wii. I'd play that, I have a Wii. I still haven't modded it though. I don't know if I will. I don't know if going through all the hassle is worth it. It's a mid-era release, I guess, if you want to call it that. Based on the... Is it the model number? Or I think it might be the serial number. Based on whatever ID it has, it's from the summer of 2008, which lines up with me remembering when I bought it. I know there are already changes, or there should logically be changes to the disk drive, because early models of the Wii required very little effort to get it to play DVDs because the disc laser is the same. Makes sense because with the DVD disc format, having 8.5 gigabytes for a Wii game, pretty good size, and so it makes sense that it's a regular DVD laser. But it did not, out of the box, play DVDs, or I should say read DVDs directly. But anyways, once people found out that it was pretty easy to get it going to read DVDs, Nintendo said, nope, we're going to start blocking this off, and so they modified the internal hardware setup so that way it became much more challenging to play DVDs. I won't say impossible, I don't think, but definitely much more challenging. Alright, anyways, back to reading chat. I had to share my thoughts because if I read chat in the middle of sharing thoughts, I will forget. You hate brick stair tiling. How does brick stair tile worse than regular bricks? Legacy console to Wii? That might be possible. Probably. Legacy console was well optimized. Personally, though, I do not know how the Wii compares in terms of computational power, of how it compares to the Xbox 360 and the PS3 that came out around the same time. Come closer to it. What am I looking at? I don't know which texture face of the brick stair I'm supposed to be looking at. Is it the side here? If there's some sort of pattern that I'm supposed to be... Is it how we get half a brick and another half brick? I'm not seeing what the problem is. I'm no texture artist. Yes, I work on textures, but I'm not as fine-tuned as this. Look at the white lines. I have been looking at the white lines, and I don't know what the problem is, because mathematically, I have no idea how this is gonna improve. Oh wait, hold on, is it that white line? How that one? How this is a big C? Or if you look at it like... No, I still can't stop seeing a C. How that brick leads into this brick here. They've worked on... You're talking about Classic Cube, right? And everything it's supported. I would not be surprised that they've ported Classic Cube to so much. You can only do so many new features for Classic if you want it to remain compatible with vanilla Classic. Oh wait, hold on, it makes much more sense to just leave the ender chest there, that way I don't have to pick it up. But yeah, you can only do so much with features, so you figured, well, you might as well get it to as many platforms as Doom. Go to the other direction, breaks depending on where it's facing. Oh, I see. Are you talking about how this line lines up with, or does not line up with here? And how it's all offset by 1? That is mathematically an impossible fix based on the brick texture. Because it's subdivided with odd numbers, whereas Minecraft texture faces are based on even numbers. Download link is broken for MS-DOS. File of bug report. I don't know if that's a bug report. Contact support. We need stair textures. Just get custom block models. Boom, fix. That way you can remodel the stair block too, not pull directly from the texture. Oopsies. But yeah, that's the same thing with regular bricks. If you look at... Is it from this side? No, hold on. If you look at brick texture from this side, you could see it's the same thing right here. This is the corner that the brick piece is pulling from, the texture part. So yeah, that is a mathematical impossible fix. Mathematically. Did I not do any of this? Ah, no wonder why. Okay, hold on. I guess I'll keep working on here. Said Microsoft. Funny joke. I laughed in my head at least. One of these days, I'll need to watch a proper video that did their best to be unbiased, although that's not likely to be the case, in terms of all the changes Microsoft has done to Minecraft over the past 10 years. It's been 10 years. We've had Microsoft around for a long enough time to know the effects. 10 years out of Minecraft's 15 years of existence has been owned by Microsoft. Well, I should say not just shares, has been owned by Microsoft. Well, that's how being a corporation works. You own the most amount of shares, then that means you have the most amount of say, or something like that. Something, something, business, economics, something, something, I don't remember. Known for being hands-off. I can see that with most things, but there have been other trends in the past, particularly, you know, the marketplace and potentially UI design that Microsoft has had problems with in the past, and so Minecraft is affected as well. In terms of features and most regular gameplay features, I feel like they haven't done much for hands-off approach, as you've said. Other details, not so much. But since I'm not familiar enough with the topic, that's why I would watch a video, hear someone else talk about it. And I think we're gonna politely say, nope, just cover that up. Nope. Buying this game? You mean selling the game? I'm sure Notch has bought a lot of other stuff in the past 10 years. Jeb is my favorite Minecraft person, staff, member, I can't think of all time, for the reason being they made the Jeb in a boat joke for Minecraft Live 2024. Not just that reason. Well, like, all the Jeb memeing capabilities from Minecraft Live 2023, he's all in for it. Of course, you know, that's just one aspect. There's a lot of other gameplay stuff that are arguably more important, but Jeb's memeability and him playing into it brings a certain level of satisfaction. Oop. No, stare, no. Jeb's biggest mistake was the internal server. Was that something he wanted? Was that his push back in 1.3? They had an article about why the internal server was included, and I don't remember what it said. You'd have to look back at old Mojang blog posts back when Mojang.com was still a thing. Nowadays, Mojang.com just redirects you to Minecraft.net. But the whole Mojang website, with all the blog posts and whatnot, most of it should be archived. I'd like to hope every post has been archived. because that was big during the snapshot era, the early snapshot era between 2011 and 2013. He was the lead, but does that mean it was something he wanted specifically? You know, how are we doing on the back face over here? How's it? Oh, never mind, I'm already far. Just kidding. Back to work over here. I think the internal server is doing better now. Here, even in 1.7, it still is more of a problem than what I've been experiencing on other Minecrafts I've been playing recently. Newer Minecrafts, I should say. And so I'm glad they cleaned it up, even though my preference is still, I wish it wasn't here. Either something he pushed or approved for, then that means I'll need to go back and reread the blog post and see if anyone particularly was mentioned in wanting an internal server. I hear you, buddy. Where'd he go? Oh, is he right here? Oh, what happened? What happened to the cave? I'll pick up the zombie flesh. I don't know what I'll use it for. Here's another cave that politely ignored this grass for whatever reason. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's catch some Z's after we finish this row. This will free up a hotbar slot. That way I don't need any unnecessary item movement. That will waste time. So we're going back to here. I don't know if there were multiplayer and single player teams. It was the reason I remember them giving was something about needing to code in the features twice. Oops. That's what it came down to. And so by bringing in the internal server, it was able to all be updated at one time. And I believe the reason is so that if it worked in the internal server, then it would work for both multiplayer and single player. Yeah, that was one of the reasons I remember them giving. Okay, I'm messing up. Am I really going to spend the next half hour placing down bricks? Is this entire stream just going to be me making this brick pyramid made out of stairs instead? Yeah, anyways, I can't remember when I last looked at the post. It was sometime earlier this year. I don't know why I was looking at it. I was probably going through old Mojang blog posts. Or maybe it was talked about on one of my streams, and so I did the research, which means I need to find the post again. The Mojang post for when they talked about the snapshot in the internal server. Nope. Is this back to work on multiplayer? Because something happened, so we had to take a break. Is he back at it again, working multiplayer? Oh, we have someone else now, that's why. So Sith didn't get back to work. Alright. We should just hire the whole BTA dev team. With what? With the zero money we're going to earn. This goes all the way down to the water, except I cannot yet waterlog stairs, so we'll see if I leave the stairs just floating around like 1, 2, 3. So I'll add those 3 stairs later, if I remember. When we do get the ability to waterlog stairs, that way they could exist. Gotta put ads. We need ads to put on there. Do we even have any sponsors? Who'd be willing to sponsor this? Oh, those were the last of my stairs? Wait, but I'm out of brick. I don't have many more brick. The whole backside isn't done. So I did the left, I did the front, I did most of the right. Uh-oh. We're really out of brick. Remember when I was saying just how many bricks we had? Where did they go? Well, apparently they're all gone now because I turned them all into stairs. I didn't think it would take every single brick I had, every brick block I had. So this just means we're gonna have to go and dig into our brick item reserve. NordVPN. I would not be surprised if NordVPN really is handing out sponsorship deals that easily. Raid Shadow Legends. It was funny. I was watching, I don't know if it was a video. What was I watching recently? Oh, something that was talking about magic gatherings, and I don't remember what it was. And I remember talking recently as a joke about Magic the Gathering. But then I was watching a video that was talking about Magic Gatherings, and I thought to myself, I should send this. I should submit it to the Twitter page that is something like Name Soundalikes. And I never did, but I thought about it, because it would have been funny. I didn't make the grass and cobblestone conversion until later. Hey, what is this Enderman doing? I didn't think about it at the time. Plus, it's also optional. It's not a requirement. Some people like their worlds being completely made out of stone. I'm not one of those people. I want it to be grass and bedrock again. Or, sorry, grass and cobblestone. But yeah, some people would rather leave the world as stone because that's as intended. But then you get the whole argument of, what about all the trees that become all the different leaf types in beta 1.2? Is that as intended, to be able to get all the different saplings early? And so I think not. Yeah, I'm glad that he's still not officially in here yet. I think it's best to keep the distance for now, as y'all say. Nom nom nom. We'd only get more repeats of past events, I feel. Alright, so let's see. How many bricks do I want to dedicate to this? 1, 2, 3. Inventory's full. I'll need to grab 2 more stacks. There we go. Hopefully, I don't need too many more brick items, but close to 3 stacks should be good enough to last me a while. So we'll stick to this for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not? We'll make 1 extra stack. Even though that last stack is not going to be turned into stairs. This is only going to get me 4 stacks of stairs. Alright, this is it. If I really have to spend any more than this, then it's over for me. I'll be holding on to those bricks. So if I run out of brick stairs again, I'm going to have to collect more. Alright, let's see. The server we're talking about is the Legacy Plus for the Fans server, which kind of turned into the official server for all Legacy Plus mods. Made the decision with method. There we go. Not made the decision to kill method. I'll take all these free slime balls. 1.8. Soon, 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 soon I can combine all these stacks because those slime balls are taking up a bunch of space. It's not nighttime yet. I don't know. I don't know when I'll work on anti-Zelinator. We'll see how much longer Nerve takes, because with 1.8 around the corner, I'll have to start thinking about the collection of new block types. You know what that means? Traveling for 20 minutes in the nether. Just taking the minecart across the surface all the way to new chunks again. It shouldn't be too hard to find granite, diorite, and andesite. I'll need to find a sea temple, but that'll have to be in an ocean where I have not spent a lot of time in. I want to update the existing statue with 1.8 blocks. Like what? What 1.8 blocks are blue, red, and bright green? I don't know what needs to be updated. It's already made out of lapis and wool. Okay, so that's my... Wait, hold up. Why is that black? Oh no, it's not. It's orange. It's just very dark. This almost looked better without the giant map, but I need the map for completion's sake. The netherrack. With what? Nether brick? Yeah, things are going fine for now. If we ever have another catastrophic failure, then I feel like it's just not meant to be, and the history of Legacy Plus is forever ruined. But in the time being, let's try to enjoy not any wars going on. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave those 3 brick stairs. Those are absolutely vital. I feel like I made a comment in my book. It's not going to be in the first published version. I want an annotated version with all my comments, all my thoughts, but that'll be after the story's completed. But I made a comment about I said one word was absolutely vital somewhere in one of the comments. And I can't remember why. Not important. Oh wait, hold on. Nighttime's approaching. Time to catch some more Z's. That says I only have less than 2 stacks of brick left. That's a lot of brightness. Don't you like it when the block is incorrectly lit based on the inside and not the outside? I finished this block face though, or this whole side, the whole side of the pyramid. Unless I didn't do this corner, hold up. No, I did already do this. Hooray me of the past. So that leaves shutters. All of this. That's the corner though, which means I can make some strips, and that'll be that. The goofiest drama you've ever been a part of? Mr. Sheep banning everyone on the Minecraft version shirts server. None of y'all were around. This was back in 2018. No, 2017? Must have been 2017, because it was around the time Omni Archive was founded. So, unless you were around then, in the Minecraft archival community. I wasn't necessarily a part of, though. That was sort of... I happened to be included as one of the people who got banned temporarily. Alright, let's see. Yeah, well, we're out of brick. And I even spent brick items. So yeah, back to work. I try to exclude myself from communities as to not get involved with drama directly. To my history that I remember, I don't think there's been any drama with Zelinator specifically. At least if there was any Zelinator hate videos, I never found any. Gotta tab out. Have fun doing college. It's meant to be sarcasm since I don't know how much you're having fun in college. Some days I wonder if I would, but then I think about the academic side and think it wasn't worth it. Yeah, I really do need to update that with Nether Brick. It was mainly the cape, right? Because the red itself is pretty bright. If you look at my skin, that's a nice bright red. The wool goes along with it, but yeah, the cape could be better represented. Oop. I used to call midterms finals back before I heard the term midterm. Alright, slime. You know what you gotta do. Alright, slime, you know what you gotta do. It's gonna take too long. 30 whole seconds. People would be clicking off screen if they had to wait for a video 30 seconds. I don't know, do people have that short of an attention span these days? I haven't been on YouTube much to know what type of modern day style editing. I've been watching a lot of videos about publishing. I'm so close. I haven't decided to publish though. Publisher though. I wanted KDP, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna reject my cover, which is why I'm thinking about not doing KDP. Decisions. I'm not doing the mob switch. I remember your whole talk about that. That's a big no, thank you. Well, I guess you weren't talking to me though. But that's still a big no on this world, I will say. Unless any of y'all download the world in the future, or download one of the currently public old versions. I think I've said before that the world, the archive of it should be updated up through 1.6.4. I wish Google had a way to give analytics for how many downloads it has. Here we go, Slimeball Chest. How many downloads you get on a particular file. Even if it was through Google Analytics, they still don't provide that. And I don't know why. It's all Google. It would be easy to set up how many times a particular Google Drive file gets downloaded. Because it's Google hosting, Google Analytics. It'd all be the same provider. Anyways, the Zombo Flesh I was going to clean out. The trees after you loaded 327. There are not many trees left in this world that have been loaded in 327. Or I should say that are generated because of 327. Oh wait, hold on. Zombo Flesh is an item. Here it is. There we go. I feel better having that out of my inventory. But most of the trees I've already chopped down. We can take a look-see at the map real fast. I'm thinking about installing Optifine by the next episode since we'll still be on 1.7.10, but I'm thinking of installing Optifine because I kind of miss Zoom. But yeah, look at the world. You could see the edges, right? You could see up here from that corner to that corner. All of this. You see how many trees there are? You got a cluster here. This one is a tree sanctuary. This is another tree sanctuary and all of that. These are not trees. These are dragon eggs. There's a few trees on these islands because I can't really get to them. Same thing with these. Other than that, there are very, very few trees left. These trees I'm going to keep because that's the swamp. That's the 19A swamp. It's kind of funny how I ended up with a swamp in every place in this world, except the one area I wanted to be a swamp. Yeah, other than that, this is the border down here, and so these trees, this is the 325 terrain. But there are very, very few trees left in this world relative to how many trees there used to be. Alright, let's see. So, I was going to head back. Oh wait, you know what? We need another pickaxe. This one's not doing good. I'm gonna get another pickaxe, then we'll go back to mining. Because we have some more carving out to do on the next areas. We have to get to the cage. I don't have any right. Nope, I have all of these. But no, thank you. They're attempting to fix maps. I don't think the map rendering changed at all throughout 1.7. After they made it the full block, they haven't gone back to change it. Nope. 1.0, or are you referring to 1.1? At this point now, I'm not sure what you're referring to. I have lost where I thought the conversation was. Do I need more torches? I feel like I should. So just kidding, we're going back. We're going to make another stack of torches, since I don't think 20 is going to get me very far. What happened to my last 3? I thought I had 23. Oh, when biomes are saved? Biomes are saved in 1.1, not 1.0. Hi, Slime, how's it going? The 1.0 biomes and 1.1 biomes are very similar, but not exactly the same. But 1.1 biomes are what you get. And so whatever you had saved in 1.1, you'll deal with all the way for the rest of your Minecraft world if you never make any direct modifications. And boop. I'm hearing noises. Oh, that's probably the wind. It's been very windy over here today. I was sad. Yesterday made me sad. We did not get any rain in this area. We got light sprinkles, but I don't remember any direct rain. Mini and medium slimes? Small slimes do not do damage. The medium-sized and large slimes do damage. Yeah, the smallest ones do not. However, for magma cubes, all 3 normal sizes will do damage. I say normal sizes because y'all remember when you can type in a command and make massive slimes, and then they jump once and they get so far away from you that they despawn? That was funny. That was the fun side of commands. Just like the command to spawn an ender crystal wherever you want. They could still do that? You could still make slimes as big as you want them to be? I thought there was a limit now. I don't know what the limit is, but I thought there's a limit. Before, there was no limit. You can make slimes up to 2.147 billion in size. Oh, with a data pack. Okay, that one I can understand. Okay. I don't remember if it was 2.147 billion the max size originally. So it's not technically removed. Alright. Zella Moon rises, and a Chewy. There we go. So it was removed from the normal command set of stuff, but not from the data pack size. Alright. Oh, this is so nice. I don't have to jump anymore. Yeah, I spent about an hour and 45 walking back and forth, crafting stairs and placing the stairs. I did not expect today to turn out to be so stair infested. Moon texture with notches said there's probably Fig. Fig replaced the moon texture with a bunch of people, one for each phase. Alright, let's see. So, the interior command center, this is pretty much done. I don't have the back wall done. I don't know how I'm going to design that yet. But in terms of this side... Oh wait, hold on. I need to know, how far down does this go? let's take the elevator. That's not an elevator because I can't make an elevator this small. You know, that's not true. I probably could. Alright, but anyways, slabs were pretty decent stairs, except that they required 2 blocks, whereas stairs are every 1 block. Alright, let's see. So we are looking at... I'm not so certain that if brick pyramids were brought back, they'd have stairs. Look at the jungle not the jungle, the desert temple. The desert temple was 1.3. We had stairs then of different types. I think it was 1.3. Well, either way, the desert temple wasn't made out of stairs. That used full blocks. It had a few sandstone stairs inside, but not on the outside. Anyways, this is block level 75. So the cage would need to be a little bit taller than this. Start taller, then go down much lower. So if 75 is the midpoint, then what if I make it 20 blocks tall? No, that's too tall. I'll start from around... No, it is taller. Yeah, I need to go up to around 85. Okay, if this is 84, yeah, 85 down to 65. That'll be the size of these cages. You are not meant to climb a desert pyramid? You probably weren't meant to climb the brick pyramids either. They were meant to test structure generation, even though all they were was a basic mathematical function, since they were not designated structures. Alright, so yeah, it's 85 to 65. So this is our main elevator. I now need to dig this down to 65. And of course there's a cave down here. Oops, I didn't mean to dig that one. I'm so glad that this is a skylight, because if I had to put torches down here, this would be very not fun. How deep does this go? Right now, the deepest part is going to be around 65. That'll be the bottom of the cage, and so I'll try to design it within that 20 block space. Having Minecraft tombs would be kind of cool. I don't know if they ever will, but that would be cool. We already have zombies. Why not have a mummy zombie? Not only do we have zombies, we have husks and strays as well. But yeah, let's... Oh wait, did I just block off my only exit? Oh no, this is it. Okay, I saw this here and I thought to myself, uh-oh, did I just block this off when I wasn't supposed to? That's okay. This was my old tunnel that I decided to fill in. So when I come back here with more bricks, that'll be like that. So, question is, how far over do I need to go? Because the cages are on each side of these. Here, I'll test on the x-axis. So if this is currently 52, 56 or so, I might open that back wall temporarily. Hold on, let me make sure. So yeah, if I'm on 254, this is 255. The space behind it's 256. Okay, that's easy. So if I'm going right, go to X256. Okay. Okay, so let's head down here. I don't know how far forward I need to go. Oh wait, do I need stone? Do I need stone or cobblestone? Stone or cobblestone? I'll start out with a regular pickaxe since I'm not doing too well with unbreaking. So this is going to be the bottom of the elevator shaft for now. We'll go forward. I don't know how far forward this needs to go. What was that random light block? What is this? What's with this light? Oh, hello. There's a cave. Of course there is. Oh look, that's the bottom of the floor, right? Cool. This is right around where I need to be. So then that means we go from here. Let's see if that's the back wall. I think I'll keep going forward for now. I hear you, Zomble. So is it still up sitting directly above us? 1, 2, 3. Let's see, I'm standing on here, which means 1, 2, 3. I think that sounds about right. Oh, it's TikTok noon o'clock. But yeah, let me just make this real fast here, and then that'll be it for today. Hiya, Zomble. Okay, so that means, yeah, if I made it this far into the obsidian, then that means we are underneath this section. Okay. But yeah, that's all it for today. Share your final thoughts now, y'all, as I go down and end off in that tunnel as I try to find the exit. Doop. Up, down, up, down. So we will start working on the cages next time. When will next time be? Not yet sure, but we'll find out when we get there. So yeah, before I forget, we are going to go to 256. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be back again on Monday. Continue on another episode of 1.7.10. And then that will be that. Alright, I feel better now. Thank you all for watching. Bye.